So in the wake of the Baton Rouge shooting, some people are wondering who to blame. I think personally you blame the actual shooter, but Donald Trump thinks that there might be other forces that are at least giving mixed messages about whether it's okay to attack cops. You're going to see that in this clip.
You know, I watch the president, and sometimes the words are okay, but you just look at the body language. There's something going on. Look, there's something going on, and the words are not often okay.
What does that mean,
by the
there's
way.
something going on?
There's just bad feeling, and a lot of bad feeling about him. I see it too, and there's a lot of bad feeling about him.
Something going on is always what he turns to when he has nothing concrete to point to. And look, you can criticize Obama for a million different things if you want to. His statements about violence against police have been exactly what you would want them to be. They have been against violence 100%, no ambiguity. He has shown an incredible amount of solidarity, I think, with the police, while also trying to appear sympathetic to the Black Lives Matter and other movements that are against police brutality. The idea that his body language is in question, it's just more Muslim bashing and Kenyan bashing and Marxist bashing. We got nothing to actually point to in his record that we think is wrong, that we can really point to. So we're just going to say, he has sympathies for Islam, or he has sympathies for Black Lives Matter. And now there's a feeling about the cops with him.
It's more than that. There's implicit, I'll read racism into that. He's different. He's not like us. There's something going on there. As I said throughout, this guy's not to be trusted. Maybe he's from Kenya, maybe he's not, maybe he's just a colonialist, like Newt Gingrich said. But whatever it is, he's different, and he's not like us. And everything he says, there's something wrong. Can't put my finger on it. Yeah. I can put my finger on it. He's black. That's what you mean.
Yeah. And President Obama said about the shooting in Baton Rouge, we as a nation have to be loud and clear that nothing justifies an attack on law enforcement.
Yeah.
What part of that is something going on?
What was his body
something
language,
going
though?
on there. Yeah, I mean, if you don't get
what was his body language? Was like we have to be loud and clear to make sure that you could never attack law enforcement. Like if he had done that, yes, then there would be body language.
There was something there.
But he didn't do that.
Yeah.
He was very somber, and
so
this buffoon just likes to attack people based on vagueness. There's a bad feeling about him.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? And it makes me mad that we even have to sit here and defend Obama. And again, it plays into that narrative of you're either all in or you're all out, right? If you try to have a nuanced response to the violence that's happening in the country, and you talk about, hey, you know what, there are cases of police brutality, but the violence against police in general is unacceptable. Having a measured, rational, logical response like that, for some reason, isn't good enough for a conservative, right?
Yeah.
You have to be 100% in favor of cops. You cannot criticize them. If you've ever criticized them or felt any empathy for people like Trayvon Martin's family, well, then you're a bad person.
Yeah. John McCain or Mitt Romney would have known what this guy has no sense of at all would be to say, I disagree with President Obama and I think he's led us down the wrong path. But what he said today was right, that this is a time to come together. There's no place for violence against police officers, and we need some healing now. And I was glad to see the president heal. Believe me, you could, and then if you want, you could turn it into something negative about Hillary Clinton. You're allowed to do that. But I sat on the plane with a woman who has just married a black guy who has a 10-year-old son. She's now the stepmother, and they have full custody of this 10-year-old kid. And she's like, I couldn't have imagined that we have to tell this 10-year-old how to behave and be compliant if he ever encounters the police. But she's like, but we have to. That is now a thing that I worry about. And Donald Trump, we were talking about this, she's a Democrat, but she would have liked to see some degree of a sense that Donald Trump understands that. And there's an easy way to recognize that and compliment Obama on that and still not in any way give up any of your position or any of your ability to go ahead and campaign and criticize the Democrats going forward.
Yeah.
But he can't do it.